solve it with this. I've never quite been able to find. I don't think there is. I mean, if the other guy is measuring themselves appropriately, I don't think there is. I think the angles guy is just gonna I mean, I think that there's probably a way. There's a geometric solution and a performance solution. But man, it's such a knife edge, and I can't fucking get there.
You know, the other day, I must have sounded off,
an
and I
analogy.
realized like 5 minutes after I DM'd you, I was so pissed. I was genuinely, very rarely in dogfights, like, usually if I'm losing a bunch, I humble myself and I'm like, okay, give me tips. You're obviously better.
Skill issue? Yeah, skill issue's really good with the 2 circle stuff.
But I got so
Were you in Vipers,
pissed.
though?
Huh?
Were you in Vipers, though, or Hornets?
Hornets.
Okay.
The guy that I texted you about that kept going just pure 2 circle, 2 circle, 2 circle, 2 circle. No matter what I did, I was so pissed. Oh.
Good shot.
My Hornet doesn't want to lock you.
Good shot, though. You got enough. You tagged him enough just to lower the performance. Good shooting. Yeah. I think that's like what I'm seeing is the best way to enter a highly aggressive dogfight is to throw rounds at the bandit to get that psychological advantage, or to actually hit them a little bit. It's like a win-win scenario to waste 100 rounds at most.
Mean, my view on it is either you're the guy that has nose on first, and then you get the luxury of time. So time means you're not gonna fuck up that shot. You're looking at that guy turning towards you, so set up your pipper accordingly. Don't aim at him, because then you're fighting the Hornet downwards, and you don't want that. You're not gonna be aiming well. It's not gonna end well, right?
I don't disagree.
You want to step under him and then have him pass through your pipper, no matter what he does, because you're probably slow. You're gonna end up peppering him. Like
exactly.
Right here,
exactly what I'm talking. What you said
nice.
was the long way of saying peppering the airspace. Like you're filling the airspace with rounds in his available options to get nose on. So you identify where he could possibly get a gun solution with, his like your relative information, and you try to, instead of maybe pulling nose to absolutely kill him right then and there, you just take away his option, and then you try to react to what he's going to react to and pull nose on and hit guns.
Yeah. But if you're the other guy, you got to be just constantly pulling and then setting up your shot to what I like to do. If I'm in that situation, I never like to do it, but I'll set up my pipper to align with their airframe and then spray again. Right? But that one's more of a, instead of you're spraying at where they're going, you're spraying at them. Period. You know?
I think the philosophical point that I'm trying to make as it pertains to the dogfight, if I didn't already say it, is you have to be dialed into what you're doing, but you have to be so dialed in that it's in the background of your thinking. You're not narrating what you're doing, you're narrating what they're doing.
Yeah, I should have slowed down more there. I fucking tried to goose it and save a little. I shouldn't have.
I saw that coming, and I also what's it called? Lead turned.
You slowed down at the bottom.
One circle. Yeah.
Thing is, so it's like the rock paper scissors, right? Like, I should know that you're gonna do that too. Sometimes you didn't. You haven't in some of the fights before for some reason.
Yeah.
But so I've kind of arrived to the point of actually, in reality, the best thing is you have to be 100% in on the way down if you're reversing over the top. You can always correct with like relieving some back pressure, but otherwise you're going to be in that situation where the other guy slows down and turns into you at the top and the bottom, and you don't want that.
I heard your heart rate spike as you pulled up and focused.
Come on, horny boy.
You got it.
You don't get your elevator. Okay.
Oh,
there you go. God. There you go. Just slow, and let it float.
Ooh.
I should have pulled the trigger there. What am I doing? See, and for these turns, for the UFO turns, I do opposite.
You've got
rudder
energy.
of the turn.
Just let it float. Let him float into your. Okay. He was
Alright,
building
what now?
energy by the time you had nose on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I think I'm departed, bro. Oh no, I'm not actually. Okay, interesting.
You're missing an elevator, and I'm missing
okay.
something. My Hornet does
There you
not
go.
want to comply with me. Rudder.
Good shots. Good shots.
There we go.
There you go. So I
Too
don't.
much turning room.
I don't know what your rudder input was there as you were coming up the hill, but maybe a little bit more rudder, and you would have, because your angle of attack, right, relative.
I think USN has probably like 3,000 more hours flying than you have even thinking of BFM. I'm gonna be real.
Okay,
I'm just being real.
I appreciate the candor.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
I appreciate it, but I can also help analyze
Yeah.
if
No,
that's
it's
appreciated.
okay,
That's if it's not, I don't like.
No, it's cool.
Well, it's not that.
I'm fine
It's just
with it, yeah.
sometimes, you know, if you've been doing something for like thousands of hours and you have someone who's been doing it for like less than a couple hundred at best, and they try to give you advice
in this
like,
game.
they don't even understand what they're thinking about, what they're seeing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
There's also the seat of your pants feeling when you're in the Hornet and you're tugging at the stick and
So
you feel
I
that
hate
it's not
that it's the
moving.
perception that you don't think that I know how to interpret what I'm seeing.
I don't.
As I was explaining
that-
it to him, if you would,
I think-
respectfully, if you would listen to as I'm speaking and what I'm saying, it really would show you that I'm not an idiot.
I didn't say that you're an idiot. I think that there's a level of arrogance happening because you think you know more than you actually do. That's
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying. I don't think that you're an idiot. I think that you don't grasp how much you don't understand.
Okay.
Good fight,
And
dude.
that's not an issue with you. I had that
definitely
too. Like at one point, Stack just kept beating me, and I was like, okay, I have no idea why. So I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna tell this guy like, hey, walk
I
me
got you.
through it because
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
And we will absolutely have the same conversation when I can do this. When I can both look at him and have situational awareness of what my aircraft is doing.
Yeah.
Which is going to come when I get my VR. That is what it is. Hold on. I'll wait till the fight's done.
Ow! Oh my god. I wish in certain ways the Hornet's Pipper was just not so fucking cluttered, man. I swear to God. If there's one fucking thing that I just am not
There's a
good
lot
at,
of information there.
it's just too much fucking info, man. Jesus. And that's not saying, man, fucking talking to you. That's just
No,
me
no, no,
talking
no.
in general.
I respect that, and I want to be clear. I respect you, and I respect the thousands of hours that this hundreds, dare I say, millions of hours that this community has combined,
Yeah.
both in real
actually
flight,
wonder how many
both
hours
in
there are.
I would say millions, both in real flight and sim time. That is an easy number for me to. I would say no less than 1 million hours combined. Let me look at the number. How many people are in here? Why isn't it giving me the member count?
Oh, fuck my jet. Yeah,
I knew you were gonna do that turn.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I have no choice. I have no choice. There has to be a different way.
Stack, where
See,
do you
this is my
see how many
fucking
members are
token.
in a Discord channel? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Like our channel?
Yeah. How many people are in this channel? this DCS Dogfighters channel?
It's near the top of the Discord. I don't know if there's a way that you can just see a number without just looking at the Discord.
I know you
that's
can on the phone. That's what
7,000.
I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Hmm.
On the computer, it's hard. On the phone, I can literally just click it and it'll show me 5,708 members. So if you applied,
Only a subset have reasonable amounts of fucking.
okay,
time there. We didn't
fair.
pull actually the data, but no.
But you both show the sim data and add in the amount of experience that all these people have real world doing the different things that have direct applications to what we're doing here. That's what I want you to appreciate.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I betcha if we combined all of our experiences, we could maybe squeeze out one more kill against the DARPA AI than Ace got.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what he's doing now, right?
He's working with them, I think.
He got promoted to be a lead in his country for developing AI in South Korea.
Oh crap. That's wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so God help any fucking country that merges with fucking South Korea.
And
Yeah.
what you just said also extends the conversation about simulators.
Yeah.
Again, we're not divulging classified information, for which I will admit to you that I don't know. That is information that I couldn't even reveal. I'm just giving that a caveat. It's not information that I possess, for which I could reveal. But what I'm saying, general applications of what things are,
Oh, nice shot.
of what's happening is the most advanced simulators are doing crazy things.
God, you get that nose on so quick. I like get it near, and then I have to make a correction or two. You're just like, boop, right there. Fuck,
That's
man.
the thing. I wait, like I pull, and then I slow down, right? And then I see, okay, do you wanna be a gentleman? And are you not gonna shoot me? Actually, with the newer guys or people that I don't know, I always will take a head on, but I will hold I will hold the pipper on them. If I see any rounds leave that thing, pilot kill. Like, because I was nice.
Speaking of the Koreans,
But yeah. See, I pull. Okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do that?
that's
Okay.
not Korean.
Oh, you took out
there
my
we
gun
go.
Just
I'll
being
take
funny.
it. I'll take it.
and my engines. I don't know the rest of the Batutai.
What?
Yeah, I know. Alright, quick. Gotta find an American ship to crash into. Where is it? Where is it?
That's crazy.
You know, I heard a story about what's his face? The Japanese pilot from World War II, Saburo Sakai. He actually got shot in the head once.
What?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he came up, he was with his group hunting what he thought were wildcats. Comes in for a beautiful intercept, comes up right behind them and below him, right? Then pulls level and he realizes, oh, there's this little 18-year-old kid looking back at me with a machine gun. That's a Dauntless, not a wildcat. So he gets engaged. They shoot through his canopy, right? It glances off of the top of his helmet and he blacks out. The first thing he thought to do was, okay, American ship, gotta kill him, right? Gotta crash into it, I'm going down, it is what it is. He couldn't do that, so he flew all the way back to base, almost, like, passed out a bunch of times, apparently he passed out once with his, and he woke up with his head like just pumping, because he was flying upside down, a few feet above the water.
Woo! Oh, I got no rudder. Oh, good fight.
Good fight. Do you have the F5?
I think I have it down. Let me see.
I might not have it. I'm pretty sure I don't have it bound. I deleted my DCS.
Actually, wait.
You what?
You have it? It's installed.
You
Everything
downloaded your DC or deleted your DCS?
Oh, here we go. Alright, let's do it.
I'm going for a. I'm just gonna go AFK. Oh, my lord.
Nair would be proud.
Okay, yeah.
Altitude.
Doing that.
Altitude. Flight controls.
Access
Flight
commands.
controls.
Alright, I got 2, maybe 3 merges with this thing.
This is my joy. I love this thing.
No. I have 2, maybe 3 before I go to bed.
Copy. Okay.
Flight controls.
Yeah, in that case,
Flight
never mind. Let's
controls.
just do Hornet because I gotta set up my F5. My Starbucks in 3 hours. Pulling it all night. Let's go.
Damn it! I tried to help, buddy.
Probably gonna go and try
Fuck.
doing some. I really enjoy doing like
Jeez.
quick strike missions on ground side for no reason. I like
Well,
loading up
come on.
Mavericks, shoot them off, and then make some people back off, run back home. Have I ever landed? No. It's a different thing. Work in progress.
TR. Okay. I just want to make sure it's 4M4. Because I don't have my tube up, but I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah. At that point, I was expecting you to jink, so I shot for your jink.
I feel like there's something to be said, like when you get to like a high level, depending on like how fast you get there, like your defensive BFM fucking sucks. Like everyone who's like, let's say top 5%, their defensive BFM is actually ass, cause like they're never defensive. Like I never fucking jink. Like
Because you
I'll
never
just
have to
fly
put
through
yourself,
people's guns. I'm like, well,
put yourself in a
I'll die.
position to jank. Yeah.
Taking off. Have you ever seen the real procedure for taking off the Hornet, like the pre-flight check on the ground?
I think I watched that one Hornet guy that like narrates his takeoffs.
Yeah. Alright, so you know how when you're on the catapult, the green shirts tell you, hey, alright, move your stick up, your stick down,
Yeah.
do this, do that, right?
Flight
And then they tell you,
controls.
stir the pot. That's how you
Sure.
do it. Stir the pot.
I just
Left,
can't yet.
pull, stop, right, stop, see? Oh, never mind.
Flight controls.
Yeah.
That was a little
Flight
late there.
controls.
Wait, can I do it? Can I do it? No, I can't. Get out. Oh, okay. You're not like... Yeah, usually when I see people eject, I put my flight vector right on the parachute.
Altitude. Altitude.
And, makes a bogey smoothie.
Anybody here read The Way of Kings?
You know what I'm
Project
reading right now?
Luminary?
Wait.
Oh, wow.
Wait is good.
Flight
It's good so
controls.
far.
Flight controls.
Because it'll start explaining like
What?
flight
Did I just snipe that man?
in the
Sure.
book, and I'm like, ah, I gotta get home and try this.
No fucking way. That was me. That wasn't me, right?
And in part of the book, Boyd is actually flying the
Altitude.
Hun, the
Altitude.
F-100 Super Sabre. Yeah, same thing.
Oh, good fight. Alright, last one, right now, one more, and then I'm donezo.
Sounds good. get a good one. And he does. I wonder if they're gonna simulate that well enough in DCS.
Flight
He
control.
does. So the hunt, when you got high AOA with it, it was a brick, right? So what he would do is he would do basically the old style of a Kovashur. So pull hard back, smack on the rudder. Don't touch the stick, otherwise you depart flight and you're not being aerodynamic anymore.
Flight control.
Like that's it, eject.
Flight control.
Which is really cool. He would do a hard barrel roll, or a snap roll is how they describe it in the book.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, nice.
Flight control. Flight control. Altitude. Altitude.
Nice. Oh, really, Hornet? Drop lock? SMH.
What a shot, man. Great shot. I should have been more
Good
aggressive
fight.
on that. Fuck. But
Ah,
gain a little bit too hard. Good fight, man. Alright, bro.
good
I'll see you
fights.
another time, buddy.
Yeah, see you around, man.
Cheers.
Give me
I-
a debrief.
I appreciate getting to listen to you guys.
Bro, you don't... Hey, absolutely. You don't need a debrief, man. You fucking graduated, dude.
You
know
always need a
debrief?
debrief.
Nah, you know what you need to know, man. You're good to go. Okay, here's my debrief, right? A couple times I was merging with wildly different parameters than you, and that shouldn't have been happening, and you know why. Alright, that's all.
Altitude. Altitude. Flight control.
Alright.
Flight
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
That's more
I think I
than.
mentioned it, yeah.
Altitude. Altitude.
Do it now.
In the process of
Roll
training
left, roll
the
left.
Marines.
I picked that up. Congratulations.
I'm
That
going
is.
in. I can't hear you, by the way. You might
Oh.
have push the knock on.
That is absolutely correct. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I understand. Okay, I do stream a lot,
Okay.
right? And though I am not concerned with what I may and may not give out, like, true, okay. Either the FBI or a foreign intelligence agency is likely to knock down my door by what I fucking put out of my mouth over the internet. However,
Right.
most everything I say is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I say it on this game, there is a level, a parameter, and a margin of disinformation for which you cannot derive anything that you don't even know what I know and what I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what I would like to offer you in advice towards ComSec, OPSEC, because that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because loose lips do sink ships.
Yeah.
Don't always identify yourself as the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell that you have a incredible amount of natural ability. And not only do you have a natural ability, you are actively thinking through everything you're doing.
Right.
I believe that at some point that is going to transition to, like I said, if fuck me and whatever advice I give you and take everything, but that they're giving you. But if you want to listen to one thing, try to start pushing yourself towards knowing if you're going to do this for real.
Yeah.
Knowing your ship so fucking well. Do you think about, okay, let me ask you a question. The most advanced athletes in the world, are they actively doing the number crunching when they swing a bat through the air to hit a ball? No. That is high level frontal, or sorry, not frontal lobe activity. That is
Instinct
not
at
that
that point, yeah.
that it is instinct. It's instinct built on information that you gain through experience.
Yeah.
And you need a vector to push that towards, right? Put all your information into being able to fly your airplane on autopilot while you're flying it, and dial in to what the person is doing in front of you. You already are. I can tell you already are. But as you get better and better, you're going to stop focusing on the numbers. And you're going to stop focusing on certain numbers and start only processing truly relevant information. And you're going to keep falling back. You're going to keep going back and forth. It's a shuffle game, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the way that you're going to win every dogfight, and especially the way that if you, God forbid, you ever have to defend yourself in a close-in dogfight.
Yeah.
Dial in on what they're doing. Stop thinking about what you're doing. You'll fly. You will fly. Because at the point that you're in that position, that ship is you. You are that aircraft.
Yeah.
Worry about what they're doing.
Yeah. It's like I also do just side hobby fun stuff, like CQB with airsoft and stuff. I'm not thinking, oh, I gotta pie this corner. I'm focusing like, hey, is there a guy through that doorway? Okay, who might be coming from this side? Like
You're reversing the perspective, and
Yeah.
that is one of every warfighter who has ever lived and died outside of war has been able who's engaged the enemy in their former art of combat has been able to reverse the perspective better than the enemy could do it to them. Now, all skill levels, out of context, because you put Chris Kyle against 100 to 1,000. No, I shouldn't say that. A gaggle fuck of North Korean infantry, line infantry. You know what I'm saying? We won't put a number on it. We'll say a gaggle fuck, so we will be respectful.
Have the White Death. Yeah.
Yeah. So, skill levels not all being equal. I forgot. I lost my point there. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
But long story short, what we're talking about, reversing the perspective, and being them better than they're being themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because when I was everybody flies every airplane differently. I know that I don't have many hours on this game, but I process a huge amount of psychological information at any given time.
Yeah.
Every pilot, it's not the plane, it's the pilot. So you're not trying to necessarily, because the performance measures do matter, but you're not fighting the plane. The plane is just a weapon, a tool. You're fighting that pilot. And that's what you need.
Yeah, and I'm following what you're saying exactly, and it's kind of nicely putting the lesson that's been beat into me, quite honestly. You need to
Am I saying anything different than everybody else is, or am I just articulating it in a different way?
different way, I'd say, because I've been told before, like, I agree, the plane is a tool, and what I think should happen is you should know what that tool can do and what dangers it
What
poses to you.
exactly?
And then from there, okay, I know he can't shoot a missile out of his ass straight at me. But if he could, would he do it, or would he opt for this other thing?
Correct.
And then I react to
There
what
you
I
go.
think is most likely.
Because
Yeah.
the day is coming. Look, like the day is coming where you will fly an aircraft. If this is the course that you've set out on, and once again, I'm going to qualify for any federal investigation because that's just general paranoia. I understand that DCS is monitored. It truly is monitored. This Discord, you and I's conversation right now, if it's not actively being listened to, it's being thrown through AI. It's likely actively being listened to. So I'm going to qualify it again is I know fucking shit about shit in no relation to anything we're talking about. My application of the concepts just relate, and you would have to waterboard me to figure out what it is that I did in the military.
Okay.
So, long story short, that was the caveat for, once again, I am not disclosing. This is just general advice to a person who is pursuing a career in warfighting.
Yeah.
With strapping hundreds of millions of dollars on your back. The day is coming where absolutely, if there's a bandit 4 nautical miles behind you and you're aware of it, which you will be, and they decide to make a hostile act, and you just glance over your shoulder and you rip a 9X right off the rail and it does a U-turn and smacks them in the nose.
I will say right now, you are not the first to make that suggestion, because I've heard that in like several YouTube videos where they're like, random example, I obviously have no idea if it's possible, and I don't want you to put yourself like in danger, because
Well, once again, I never worked in a field that I was read in on shit that would be directly related to this.
Yeah.
It is tangent. My mind works off tangents. I relate all concepts tangentially. And dogfighting to me is such an artistic way of throwing together all the, like I put it earlier, aerophysics. You're talking about aerodynamics. You're talking about the physical properties of the air themselves, right? The density, the oxygen content at a given elevation, the oxygen. I will have to recheck this, but I am almost certain that cold, like subarctic or Arctic or Antarctic sea level air is more dense than oxygen. I could be wrong. I'll fact check it. But my understanding of a lot of applicable says that the oxygen molecule, which is more dense than the other percentages of our atmosphere, right, is going to have a harder time lifting itself in thicker air, which means you're going to find more of it, right? In the same ratio and percentage as all the other stuff, because that's how it works. However, everything at that level is having a harder time. So that's oxygen as it gets colder. Again, I believe, because I'll have to recheck the physics on this, should get heavier. The molecule itself, as it loses energy, right, will fall, creating more of it. Or not molecule, sorry, the atom, because molecule, O2. But the individual atoms themselves, as they cool, as they lose energy, sorry.
I took chemistry. I'm still in college, mind you. I am 18. I'm a freshman in college. I'm still a handful of years away from actually joining What I'm doing right now is like talking to my OSO and trying to get my platoon leaders course, which is basically OCS in college. I already did the tests. I did the ASTB. My OSO said, "Holy crap, you had the highest score I've seen." So he's giving me a flight contract, right? But sorry,
is amazing.
side tangent. I took chemistry.
But
Last
that is what
semester-
I was going to warn you about.
Yeah.
We just related this right back to yourself. That is, it's okay that you're expressing your interest. At the point that you do become a military aviator, understand that it is just as any badge or anything that makes you stand out from the rest, it makes you a target. And military aviation, you're going to be, you are a target to foreign actors. I just want you to be aware of that. And as you are 18 years old, I want you to build that into your military. The first filter that any words ever pass through your mouth, because I have a hard time with that, but that is the one filter that I've just hardwired into my brain, is what I'm saying going to make me a target or going to kill somebody else? So that was just, I apologize. I'm in my 30s. I have a military career behind me. That is advice that I would like to give to you as you embark. I'm going to encourage you here. This is what I'm doing. As you go down this journey of being an advanced warfighter, because that's what a fighter pilot is.
Yeah.
Make sure that the ego's got to switch.
Yeah. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What also happens, when you're merged, you're either the devil or you are God. Pick one and you will win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Decide what it is, who, I tell you what, we're going to wrap it back to psychology. Okay?
Yeah.
The other pilot is one of two people. Pilots fall into one of two categories. They are either God or they are the devil. If you figure out which one you're fighting, do the opposite and you're going to win. Because the devil wants to fight the devil and God wants to fight God secretly. That's a philosophy. That's a huge way rabbit hole. But if you can understand that metaphor, right, you will write books one day.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow. Yeah. And then it wraps back to the best aviator in this context is the one that's going to be able to be comfortable enough to not only be God, but think like the devil.
Right. Or to be comfortable enough to go from being the good guy, that's what I'm saying, being the noble, exactly, to being
Be the devil.
I'm about
Think
to
like
do
God
right.
in order
Fight like God, fight like the devil.
push to talk.
Oh, I definitely did. Okay. I guess what you're saying is fly like God and fight like the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Look, I don't even have sound. I'm having this conversation and I'm still flying and I still have guns and this F-15 is going to pull into my nose before I lose everything and he's gonna die.
Mainly, for DCS, what I'm trying to get is, because I already know there's no way that I'm going to teach myself like everything they would teach me. And I know for a fact these airplane aren't behaving like they do in real life in some way, shape, or form. Something has
of
stayed
course.
classified. It might just be limitations of the software, um, misinformation
Mm-hmm.
be a thing.
So, and
Most likely
here's,
is a thing.
it is likely a thing.
I'm not doing it so that I can jump in the cockpit of a Hornet right now and be as effective as I am in game,
Mm-hmm.
because it will handle differently, and I might do some of the stuff I do on here.
That's
And
that's
crash.
not what. No,
Uh,
no,
with
no,
me in
because
the plane or not.
no, dude.
I'm
Okay.
mainly doing it for.
I was push to talk once again. Wasn't on.
I'm-
No, because by the time that you get into the position where you're going to be combat ready, you're going to have so many hours in that airframe that you're going to have forgotten that you played DCS.
Yeah.
That's the point. Is that, but also, this is good that you're doing this, because my feeling is, other than the systems, right? Take away the systems because those are hard. If you're an aviator, if you're a pilot, that's a kind of artist, right? Aviation is art.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're flying. You're going to know how to fly and then very quickly figure out what it is that you're flying can do. You know what I mean? Like if I'm looking at C-130, if I jumped into a C-130 and bounced it around a little bit, within 5 minutes I can figure out enough information to fly that C-130 like I fucking stole it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with everything. And what I'm getting at is you're building an experience in, don't necessarily think of what you're building. How do I put this? I guess that wraps back to what I'm saying about play this video game for feeling. Learn how to just forget about the numbers, because if what the experience you're building towards, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Figure out the geometry, figure out, like, you can look up performance specs. I'm not saying don't do those things, but in the application that you're trying to use this game, it might be more helpful that you just get out there and fucking see what she'll do. And I see that. I see that you're doing things that make sense, but you're also being like, hey, I bet I can do this. And at the same time that you have that thought, you're executing it. And that's not a skill. That's a
Feeling.
you have skill and you have ability, I guess.
Gut
Yes, no, it's an ability, right?
Yeah.
Your ability to, you can increase your skill. Your ability is gonna, I don't feel like your ability is always directly related to your skill. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I don't think I have to go anywhere else with that.
Yeah.
Do you wanna
I gotcha.
do a fight before you get off?
Sure. I mean, the thing is, I have about 2-3 more hours flight time. So, if you've ever flown the Hornet in PVE or PvP,
You have 2 or 3 more hours flight time and what?
so I have to go to work.
Oh, are you not going to bed before you go to work?
No, I'm 18. I can handle it.
Okay, so, and I understand that attitude, and I had it, and sometimes I still have it, and I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
Take it away. Go to bed, right?
Yeah.
Show up to work 15 minutes, 20 minutes early every day with a clean, freshly, like, be the best. Be outstanding. And
Yeah.
be humble at the same time. You know what I mean? Do it just because you know it's the right thing to do, not because you're trying to be better than everybody else, but because eventually what you are doing what you want to do, you are going to have to be the very best at any given moment and believe that to your core. And if you don't do these things, you can't be confident that you're the best.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I feel like in a way, and I've had this thought, just roaming random thought, wow, there's gotta be, and I don't mean in a physics sense, there's gotta be a theory of like everything. Because I find myself relating to, I work at Starbucks, okay, I'm a barista. Why am I relating things from dogfighting? And obviously, I'm not like, oh, I can use a scissor and a snap roll to make this frappuccino. No, it's more like the thought
Well-
processes.
Number one, it's your brain. I can tell that you have a special brain. I'm not trying to inflate your ego, or this isn't Riz. This is just me like talking to somebody who I already respect at 18, and who, if given, and I'm sure other people have already identified this. I'm gonna shut